tuning back in right here at Men Talk. Let's just switch the subject up just a little bit, fellas. Um, as far as the teen pregnancies and the teens today, and with all the celebrities in the world that we have in sports and music and movies, do you think they play a big role as role models for the teens?
Yeah. Well, see, I think nowadays that sex is selling everything. It's not. I don't think it's pretty much some good role models out there that's on TV. I mean, it's all about the dollar. You think about rappers and actors. I mean, they take these roles not thinking about, okay, kids might watch this. They're thinking about what's putting money in their pockets. I mean,
they're not thinking about the effects.
Yeah.
Now I do know one good role model, and I met him, Warwick Dunn. Warwick Dunn does a lot for single mothers in Florida, and I actually met him. His dad actually coached me when I ran in college, but he's a real good guy. I've never heard anything negative about him.
But pretty much like athletes, most athletes are good role models as far as like actors and rappers and stuff. I mean, they're doing all this for money.
Yeah.
Basically, just to go in their bank account. They're not thinking about, okay, youth is going to watch this or hear this. They don't really pretty much.
Okay, what about Will Smith? Will Smith is making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Do you consider him and his wife Jada Pinkett? Would you consider those good role models as far as like a family?
I would.
I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
But I mean, you got to think, teenagers in that age, most of them, they know of him, but their role models are people who are more their age group, like the Miley Cyrus or the Jamie Lynn Spears. And what are they doing? They're taking pictures of themselves in the bathroom, in the showers and stuff. And they're 15, 16 years old. Yeah, even from the High School Musical. One of those girls did the same
and
thing.
Then, kids see this and they think it's okay to do
it's
that.
It's okay, yeah. Oh, it's cute. Let me throw up a peace sign and take a picture of myself.
But that comes back to what we said earlier. Parents being in their life and actually stepping in and saying, hey, I know you see this, but that's not right. Unfortunately, with today being as hard of times that we're going through today, parents don't actually have that time frame in order to step in and do that. And society,
I don't think that's an excuse.
It's not an excuse, but you got to understand there's a lot of single households with not the significant other.
But what if you have a parent that actually sits down with their kid, they explain to them this is not good, they have a good relationship with them, and the kid still goes out and gets
pregnant? Know why? I'll tell you why? Because they're trapped. And when you have those kids that are trapped, they feel like, the parents say, no. Guess what? Come 18, they're going to be like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? To that. And that's I think it's, parents today are trying to be more friends with their children rather as educators for them.
And role models for them. I always want to be dad to look up to.
Yeah.
I never had it.
Yeah.
So who do I go to? I go to the TV.
Yeah.
I go to athletes, baseball players. And those guys, they don't know how much they really do affect the youth.
I know my mom, when I went out on the date, I think it was like one of my first dates, my mom was like, do you have condoms? I was like, huh? I was like, what the heck? I was so embarrassed that even if it did cross my mind, I didn't want to do nothing. Because, my mom coming at me, but we've always had a good relationship. But, like I said, even though you have a good relationship with your parents, there's a chance that their child can still slip up. And that comes back, like you said, their choice. It's really their choice.
So how do you tell, exactly, peer pressure, how do you, in the moment of the peer pressure, how do you tell that person no? And relate to still be friends.
You think about your mom in your back of your head beating you with a skillet or something.
You remember beating you with a skillet?
Hey, I'm just saying. Some parents, whatever they can get their hands on, will swap you with.
Yeah, that would make me say no.
That segues to the next one. I mean, parents, they're not disciplining their children.
You can't whoop them no more. They're called CPS on that.
But they get
But my mom will still beat you though. I don't,
CPS still gonna slap across the face.
I mean, because that it goes back. Like I said, government, society, I'd say, it's putting a lot of hands on the family aspect, on how to raise your kids,
and they're not even at the house.
Right. And I think a good smack. One good time, but I know it kept me in line.
I heard a while back, it was kids divorcing parents. I'm like,
Yeah.
Kids divorce their parents. How can you divorce
Was it
your parents?
emancipation or something?
They divorce their parents. Kids can divorce their parents.
Legally divorce.
Yeah, legally.
But they're not married.
No, you can legally
Divorce your
separate
parents.
yourself.
Wow. So then how you gonna take care of yourself? If they say you divorce your parents. Then you go be homeless. And then you go think you know everything when you really don't. So
That's society though. Society is saying it's okay to do stuff like that. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
they want you to discipline kids. They want you to whoop them in public.
that's
I mean,
because
back
they
in the
don't
day,
do it.
you get snatched up in the grocery store if you act up crazy.
Boy, yeah, slap back in the head, take you out to the car.
You know, like I said, that goes back. You know, once again, they are. You know, times have changed, and with the teens seeing, you know, their celebrity, you know, person that they, you know, aspire to be like is doing this and doing that, because they're gonna follow them with everything that they're doing. You know, they're gonna Google him up. They're gonna, where's, you know, he's in town and what he's doing. They taking pictures of him and he's hung over with this girl or drunk or whatever. And they look up to something like that. And as a family and as a parent, you know, I think more parents have to step in and say, okay, you can't do that.
And it doesn't just have to be the parents. It could be, you know, an uncle or something. Because a lot of times, a child will feel more comfortable with an uncle or an aunt because they don't have to see them every day.
Exactly.
And they
Just
never
want
want
open.
open.
But
You know
just,
what I mean?
just like with teachers and principals, like it used to be okay where you can whoop a kid in school.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they took that out. Took prayer out of school. I mean, society is just went totally.
Well, that's when it becomes so much more important at home than because they have to fill that in. You know?
But you know, you know, when you go to school, like when I was in elementary school, you come to school late, you get in a paddling.
Really?
Yeah.
Elementary school.
Where'd you go to a Christian
It's
school?
written up or something.
It's a touchy subject. It's a really touchy subject. Unfortunately, we do have to end the show today. I thank you guys for all your insight on it. One thing I would say though, to any teenager out there, and any parent that's you know, raising a single mother that's raising a child, that it's good to be, you know, there for your child, but it's also, you know, you need to be that actual person that actually takes that step in order to educating your child up to being an adult and stop trying to be their friend. You can be their friend when they're 18 and up, but other than that, let's be parents. Let's do what we do. Thank you for tuning in for another edition of Men Talk. Go ahead and check us out at www.mentalk.com. I'm PAT, your host. I thank you for tuning in. Email us, holler back.
Check out our MySpace page too. Get us on MySpace too. Man, you talk.
All of what I mean is not rewinding. It's all create the ring in your mind till you find it. Shining to the blind, it's silent for
if I could embrace you for one day, would you keep me tight, you kept in your own way? Cause I know that you could break it the wrong way, but don't take me till you're good to know. Love was really made to replace dreams. Jealousy, somebody needs to awake me. Love, you're beautiful inside, so remain me. But don't take me till you're good to know.
Look your dick lit, beloved. To sit, discuss it before we tie the knot.